All right, guys. Today we are going to be reacting to Andrew School feminists who pick and choose traditional roles. Jump in, guys.
I feel like women offer an emotional, and more comforting. Like men are strong. Like
Oh,
men
that's
are meant to
disrespectful.
be
Wow,
the
look at
muscle.
that. Wow, look at that. You know, guys, she do this on purpose, right? Over talking while she's talking, and look at her body language, which is a negative body language. She's doing this on purpose.
I feel like, and women are meant to be the caretakers and the protectors. I feel like that's what women offer, not the
You
protectors.
see?
Sorry, the
Hang on, no
caretakers.
side combos.
Okay,
guys.
so
otherwise
chivalry.
the audience can't actually hear when people are talking. So go
Did
ahead.
you hear
I'm sorry
that?
to cut you.
Okay.
Repeat yourself. Sorry.
I said I feel like the men
Okay.
are the
Andrew's not only correcting that because of her reason. There's a social dynamic going on. They're testing if Andrew's the real guy. If he can just correct them. He just corrected them. See, they were not expecting that.
like the muscle, like the protector, and the women are the caretaker. That's what women have to offer. We're gentle, we're kind, we have more of like an emotional connection.
Can
to
I bounce
something.
off of what you're saying?
Yes.
Women are the one who provide. I mean, like from a biological perspective, women provide the babies. Women are the ones who have to go through the reproduction and like have to be cared for in that process. So I think that's what, like, why a guy should be able to be like the stronger one and be more of the providing one, not 100% the provider, obviously. Like, there
And do
should
men
be.
have any decision over your reproductive rights, or can you have an abortion?
What was that question?
And
Sorry.
is the man allowed to say a word about you having an abortion?
No. Why?
There you go.
Why,
So
why
then
would
if
he?
so then if that's the case, then even if it is the case that you are the person who's responsible for reproduction, you are also the decider as to whose genes get to reproduce. So again, when you're talking about equality, right, that's not even equitable, by
Yeah,
the
but
way.
not
When
in
you're
every
talking about- When you're
situation.
talking about equality, like what does this have to do with equality? You're the ultimate decider in that category as well as to who
Women
gets to
aren't
reproduce.
always the ultimate decider in that, though.
Yeah, that's right.
then
They are.
don't they
when
lose
you're talking-
equality?
So again, there's nothing about that that's equitable. And when you're talking about equality, you already have that. So why do you deserve chivalry? Why do you deserve a status given to you by men simply because you're female if men have no additional authority? They get nothing. What do they get?
Can I tell you the definition of chivalry that I agree with based on the dictionary definition?
Go
She
ahead.
just went out to just look it up. Literally, you went outside to the restaurant, whatever, just to look for the definition, and you probably look for multiple definitions, and then you decide to just give them. She looking down. Look at that.
Okay. The sum of ideal qualifications of
This
a
is
knight,
crazy.
including courtesy, generosity, valor, and dexterity in arms.
Well, I don't understand. If you agree with that, then why are you saying that women deserve chivalry? Are you saying that women deserve knights who are great in the category of being good with arms? Otherwise, that's the definition you agree with, then why are you even telling me that women deserve chivalry? That makes no sense. You don't think that men are supposed to be knights, good with swords and shields and shit? So why would you bring up chivalry?
I think that men should display qualities of courtesy, generosity, and valor without it being
Or female.
transactional. And
With
they should
females
do it
too.
just because.
Is that chivalry?
I mean, it didn't specify whether it's transactional or not, but you're saying that you would only
Now,
do
I'm
it
asking you, is that chivalry?
having qualities of valor.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing?
Oh
Courtesy.
my god.
Yeah, and generosity. Yeah.
Okay, so then your definition of chivalry and mine are exactly the same. You just wanted to change it for the purpose of the argument, but it actually made no sense. So if you're just saying we as women deserve to have X, well, what is that then? Is it opening doors for you? Is it lifting heavy stuff that you can't lift?
Yeah.
Is it going and dying in wars on your behalf when you don't have to die on the wars? Is it getting in the boat first? Is it protecting you and the women and the children first? If it is all of those things, tell me what I get.
I would say yes, it's all of the above, and I wouldn't speak for me explicitly, but I would argue that there's a
Answer
good
the
amount
question,
of women
lady.
that like to be homemakers, like to work in community fundraising, things like that.
Yeah, what do I get? for
See,
you-
she's
for-
going
for
back.
us to
See,
treat you that
she's
way?
going back to her. This is the same question when they ask him, what do you offer to your future husband? And they go back to them. Well, for me, they will always go back to them. It's the same. It's the same sample.
What do we get?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about it explicitly in a transactional way.
Yeah, what do we get? Can you tell me one thing we get for giving you all of that shit? What do we get?
Well, I'm also saying that women should be chivalrous to people underneath them.
Yeah, see?
How could you be chivalrous to men? Like, what are you going to do? Pick up my groceries for me? Like, you're not going to do any of that shit?
No, because
No,
you're
you're
not
gonna
weaker
do any
than
of
me.
that.
That's the
Yeah.
whole context.
So
But I would
again-
do that
so
for.
again, you're just asking for a separate social status.
Yeah.
And I want to know what I get for it. I want to know what men get. What do men get for you getting this social status?
Why do you have to get something? If I do all of those
Why should I
chival-
do anything if I don't get something?
Let me
Why
know when
should
I can finish. Let me know when I can finish.
I'm answering your question. You just asked me a question. You said, why do things have to be transactional? And I start answering your question, then you want to fit. Go ahead. Tell me, give me the nod when you're done.
So from my understanding,
Shout out to Andrew. Andrew's a beast, man. Andrew's a beast, man. He's such a beast, man.
let me know when I can finish.
I'm answering your
He's
question.
such a
You
beast,
just asked
bro.
me a question. You said, why do things have to be transactional? And I start answering your question, then you want to fit. Go ahead. Tell me, give me the nod when you're done. Go
Okay.
ahead.
He's
From
such.
my understanding, your
Wow,
original question-
you guys have no idea what's going on now. Look at their faces right now, bro. Look at their faces. Their beauty, their AKA beauty, is not working because usually they're dealing with Sims. Andrew has a wife. He has they have daughters. He knows these things. He knows the sign language. He's dealing with females all day, every day. Debates on TikTok, the famous invasions. And he does this all the time. Debate, the biggest, how can I say, disingenuous feminist, man. He knows the sign language. Sign language is something that every man should just learn and just identify them. Because this was a masterclass.
question is, what do you get? And my
Yeah.
statement is, you shouldn't have to get anything. I would be chivalrous towards someone that needed my help as well. What is chivalrous? Generosity, things like that. So all those things that you said about
Well, it
opening
says
doors,
valor.
lifting things, etc., I would do for an elderly
what is
person, a
valor?
child.
What is valor?
I don't know. I'd have to look into that more.
But you should
Valor
let.
is like fighting off dragons. Valor is standing up against the horde.
I would do that for
Valor
an
is
elderly
going
person
to
or a
the
child without receiving
Valor's
anything.
going to the OK Corral when there's 12 different men and only you, right? Nobody's giving women these expectations. That's insanity. No woman anywhere has these expectations. And so as soon as you guys have those expectations, fine. Then we'll talk about whether or not you deserve your door open. You deserve to, for men to go down with
They
the ship
lost
and this
that,
type
bro.
of thing. But if you demand equality, and we get nothing for the equality, then we're going to treat you equally, which means you don't get to punch men, you get punched in the face back. It means that you get to go down with the ship. You get to go fight on the front lines just like men. You have to have the same social expectations have to apply to you, or we're not equals.
So if all men disappeared tomorrow, women should only be chivalrous to elderly and children if they are getting something from them. Is that what you're saying?
What? I'm saying that would be the case if you're demanding equality. If you're saying no, men and women are ontologically different. We have a different sense of being. And so we should have a different, unequal social status. Then sure, then you can say, if that's the case, we deserve to be protected. We don't have the same status. But the second you demand that you have the same exact status as men, then it becomes transactional. Because otherwise, why should I have the expectation of men that I don't have of you if you say you're my equal? That makes no fucking sense.
I guess I don't understand what the correlation with chivalry and equality has to do. Like, so.
Chivalry means that we had to put you in a pedestal, lady. Basically, just to summarize that for you. You're asking us to put the jacket in the pot, right? In the pothole, or put ourselves in the round. That way you can just walk on top of us. Open the door, just carry your bags. Listen, I'm a gentleman. I would just hold up for people, men and women. It doesn't matter, right? I'm a gentleman, right? But you're expecting all these special treatment just because, and that's what Andrew's trying to get from her mouth. He wants her to say because we're women. Because we're women. That's what he's trying to get from her.
This is where I'm confused. So by women having the equal opportunity to engage in equal rights under the law, that is somehow going against chivalry? Is that what you're also saying?
No, but I'll reiterate my argument again because it's really simple. If you and I are equal, Andrew, you and I are completely equal under the law, under political status, under all categories. There is no reason for me not to treat you exactly like an equal, exactly like one. I get no additional status by treating you as a protected class or by something which needs to be protected because you're demanding equality with me, not me with you. So if that's the case, what do I get for this idea of, no, not only am I equal with you now, but I get protected status on top of that? Like, what the fuck is that? That's bullshit. That's not equality.
Okay, so you're all equal under the law, but let's say someone
There we
has
go,
more traditional
disrespectful.
values. Are you then
She's
gonna
being extremely disrespectful, man. For quite some time. That yawn, disrespectful. She knows she can get away with, she can get away with it. There has to be, and you know what's crazy? I don't think Andrew's just noticing this, but if Andrew notices, he should have just called her. Listen, lady, you don't want to be here. Just get out of the show. Just get out of the show. And if Brian's there, he can just call her out. That's very disrespectful, guys.
be chivalrous towards them because you might potentially get something from them?
No, a person who would follow a chivalrous value, like under Christian ethics, a woman, she would not say that she is equal to me. She would instead be in a submissive role to me. That submissive role would grant her additional statuses that I would not have. In exchange for that, I'd have elevated authority. This is how it was done all throughout human history. So either you elevate men's authority or you say you're not equals, but the second you say you're equals, you can't demand additional social statuses. You can't do that, or you're not equal. You're demanding non-equality at that point.
Can you be submissive but pro having the opportunity to do the things you want? Or be pro letting other people?
No, you can do, listen, if you demand equality, you can do whatever you want. But just don't request additional social statuses, like men need to be chivalrous, pay for dates, open doors, go down with a ship, go fight your wars.
Yeah.
Don't demand additional statuses if you say you're equal. That makes no sense. Either you're equal or you're not equal.
Here.
You can't have it both.
Brian was there. He never checked her out. Look at that. She's about to do the same thing, guys. Damn. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you in the next one.